Hey, it's Tanya, and it has quite literally been a billion years since I've been on YouTube, and there is a reason for it other than the global pandemic, and that is that I had to have a wrist operation, so I hope scars don't make you squeamish. But to cut a very long story short, 10 years ago I fell out of a stationary Land Rover in my driveway and broke my wrist to the point where they needed to insert a plate and screws. And fast forward 10 years and apparently screws come loose. So the two screws came loose, and I went to turn the tap on to brush my teeth one morning and it snapped the tendon in my thumb. So naturally I had to go and have that looked at, and the doctor said, okay, we're going to have to go back in. So he went back in and removed the two screws and neatened everything up, and yeah, that was 6 weeks ago. So I finally have some movement in my hand. You can see the thumb. The thumb is sad. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard to move it, and I'm trying really hard, but every day there's a small improvement. And yeah, so that is essentially why I have not been on YouTube, because I haven't been able to do much, despite what you see in front of you. So in order to keep myself from going completely insane, and I will admit I had pity party after pity party with myself. I was very sad some days, and yeah, but you know, it is what it is. But I did do some stuff, and I wanted to show you what I got up to with my left hand. Those hours and hours of practice that as a kid I did trying to write with my left hand kind of came, you know, in handy. But let's start with Hobonichi. This is the Hobonichi Kazanavek. I started it in January and did very well up until June. So I have put here, and I do apologize for the light, it's quite early in the morning, the lighting in my room is just terrible at the moment. Journaling in June got written off due to lack of ability and interest, and it's true. I just didn't want to get into this journal. I didn't want to do anything. I felt sorry for myself. So in the end, I've just marked it off with some cute washi tape and decided June did not happen. I did make a few notes in the beginning, swatched some watercolors that I bought some dot cards. See, pity party. Lots of that, lots of pity parties. And yeah, I got a few new Tombow markers. I did a little bit of shopping, not a massive amount of shopping, but I did. But yeah, June, and pretty much most of the end of July went by the wayside because I had to have a wrist removal and reconstruction of the flexor, which is apparently the tendon. So let me just show you a little bit of, oh snap, yeah, well, see, when was that? The 23rd of May, that happened. So yeah, so that was that, and I have done some shares of this. I don't think I've shown much of this, but I might have, so I'm not going to show a lot of it. And I get a lot of printables from Courtney DS on her Patreon. So there, so I decided to retire January to June. Oh, what I did want to show you is how I have been recording the lockdown. We've had various lockdown levels. This was level 5. Then we went into level 4. No, this was when I came back. I went to my folks and then I came back. So that's still level 5. Then we went into level 4. Then I broke my wrist, or tore my tendon, and then post-op. And then we went down into level 3. And we have been in level 3 ever since the beginning of June. And we're not sure when we're going to go out of level 3. It's been 102, 103 days now since the beginning. And yeah, things are interesting, as they are everywhere in the world. So we're not going to harp on about that. Let's talk about much more interesting things like isn't this cover cute? I got it off eBay, gosh, last year sometime, maybe the year before, and I'd been hoarding it for when I could get into a brand new Hobonichi. There is something special about a brand new notebook. And yeah, this is the latter half of the year. This is going to be July to December. I haven't started to fill out the lockdown status. I will, got to catch up on that. But I have been doing a bit of journaling in here, which is a clear indication that the pity party is over. And we are now going on and getting in here. And as I said, I do get a lot of Courtney Diaz's printables from her Patreon. And yeah, I must say I was extremely happy to get, there you can see, that's what I had to wear. I actually theoretically should have it on today, but as I'm going to get a checkup today, and it's been 6 weeks, they said that this thing could come off. So we've been doing a lot of interesting cooking. Well, not we, because I don't do much cooking. When I had my hair done, this was, you know, big day. But Jessica has been experimenting with cooking. If you don't know, Jessica is my eldest, and I have Tamsin, and Tamsin's boyfriend is staying with us, and then there's hubby and me. So we've been having fun in the lockdown. It's actually been really nice. We've been very good. We've been staying home, staying safe, and we have Fun Food Fridays, where we do something like gourmet burgers or fancy cheeses and ham, and oh, we've done quite a few that I can't remember, but we have been doing that, so it's been fun. And then we found these ramen noodles at a Chinese store, and to be honest, we should have realized by the humongous flames, I cut it down, that it was going to be flippin' hot, and it was. But you've got to experiment with these things. And yeah, the handwriting, this is now with my right hand. It's okay. I still don't have a lot of strength in my hands, so it makes for, this I think was written with my left hand. But these are my long-term art goals, because the other thing, of course, is not being able to do anything. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I've joined a lot of online courses. So I have, pardon me, excuse me, I have a lot of theory in my head that I want to put down, so that has been fun. And I bought these stickers off Amazon Japan. I'll show you how I'm storing them, and came across these two little girls with their masks on, so I thought that was very fitting. And yes, this is one of the courses that I'm doing, James Burke's Virtual Voyage. Super fun. Tried to stay up for the get together, but it's 11 o'clock my time in the evening that it starts. And the first one was on a Friday, so I'd been working. So I lasted till 11:30, and then I had to go to bed. But you get to watch the replay, so that's fun. And yeah, lots of pictures with our cats. I think our cats think lockdown is the best thing that's ever happened to them, because we're always home. And this was one of the lessons of James's that I managed to do a not too shabby a job, considering I can't hold a pen properly. And there, this is Courtney's artwork, and I wrote in there, I'm back. So I've managed to do that. So hopefully there will be more of that I can share with you. But what I did do when I was really unable to do anything with my hands is I made, as you can see, I made a whole bunch of little Disney sketchbooks, art journals in a variety of papers. And then I started doing comparisons of the papers to see what they were like. So I'll quickly show you just for interest's sake. Naturally, Alice is a favorite, but this one I have Fabriana Mixed Media 250 GSM paper in it, and these are super easy to make. All I do is I take two signatures and I sew them together with using the We Are Memory Keepers bookbinding tool. That thing has been absolutely brilliant for me, because you can punch with your left hand. And yeah, just sew it together, and it fits in nicely here, because I take the first page and I glue it to the cover, and then I put one of the inner pages on, and yeah, they stand up to quite a bit of abuse, and they lay flat, which is fun. So yeah, so haven't done much in here. I think this was the first one I made, and then I got sidetracked by the other ones. This one, Bambi-ish, Fabriana Universal. Not that keen on this particular paper. Basically what I'm doing is testing out paper in a fun way. Again, not too much going on in this one. I can stamp, but this is left-hand writing. It's okay, not too bad. But the main ones I was playing with, I think, are, let's see, what's Quasimodo? Oh, I love this paper. This mixed media, Fabriano's mixed media paper. Yeah, it's the same one that's in Alice. But these are the three main ones that I was playing with and testing out the paper. Because I had, you know, I needed to be creative, but I couldn't be that creative. So I got my stamps and things going. And let's do it this way. Oopsie-daisy. Let's do it this way. And you can see what I was getting up to. Literally comparing. So I've got De La Rowney's Smooth Heavyweight 220 GSM. Then I've got Custom Bristol Illustration at 180 grams SMM. What is this last one? No. I think it's Bambi. No. Oh dear. Getting myself confused. Oh well. Oh well, I think I have another one. Oh, I know what happened. I had another one which is this type of paper. So we'll just get rid of Peter Pan. And then I gave it to Jessica to use. So, but essentially what I've been doing is testing out all my various art tools or materials. What are they called? You know, your paints, your pens, that kind of thing. Art supplies, there we go. Break my wrist and the brain goes. So yeah, so I tried coloured pencils, wrote down how I felt about how they were on the page, did some stamping. This is Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle pencil, Inktense pencil, and Prima. Then we did all of that, and I love these stamps, they're super cute. So I was testing out my scribble sticks and Tim Holtz's distress crayons to see what was going on, and again putting down my notes with my left hand. And so yeah, so that kept me busy when I had the inclination to get in here. That's not a bad left hand drawing, just putting it out there. And yeah. So I did have fun, and this is another one of, and yes, these are testing out Prima Metallic Accents, and that's as far as I've got in this particular little book. But yeah, I did, again, left-handed, I did the lesson from James Burke. Sorry, I was wiping my nose. Not that you really needed to know that, because the other thing I did is I joined the Wizarding Artist Society. And he was up in June as a guest teacher, and he was teaching, basically what he said is you make the back of the paper very, very wet, or you make the paper very wet. You get a pen which has got waterproof ink in it, and you draw your basic, this is a beetle by the way, you draw your outline, and then the ink spreads and gives this smushy effect. He calls it something, I can't remember. But I didn't think he turned out too badly, and this was a stamp that I bought, which is super cute. So yeah, so that's essentially what I've been doing in these books, is testing out the various papers with my art supplies and, you know, keeping the creativity going. And this is recently I've put these together. I haven't actually done any of the lessons in here, but I have put all the stuff together. I did do some painting. So I'm keen to, once I can, to go back over the lessons, and I will then hopefully complete these two, because it's actually so much fun. Every month they have a get-together. Again, it's at some ridiculous hour that I will never be able to attend, because I can't stay up that late because I'm old and tired, and you know, and I work and all the rest of it, and you know, I need sleep. but they always have a replay, and I get to enjoy the replay, and then we get a month to complete that month's lessons. And this June's month was Beetles and Strawberry Moon. So yes, I'm really keen to get into here. And this is that Fabriana Mixed Media 250 gram paper. It takes watercolor beautifully, actually. I really do enjoy that paper. So that is what I've been up to there. And finally, yeah, almost done. Nice little catch-up video, because, well, I've missed YouTube, and I've missed being on here, so I'm going to stay on here while I can. This is a little cover of a notebook that I bought, and I decided that I wanted to use it as a cover for these two little signatures that I made. Oh, I've been hoarding some samples of watercolor paper for literally 2 years maybe, and this is my year for using things. And so I thought, why not just make them into signatures, and then when I feel the desire, this was before the wrist thing, I will get on here and just play, because nothing is so precious that it has to stay in a cupboard and not be used. See, tried that little lesson again. And this is from the Virtual Voyage class of Jamesburg. I can't draw Alice at the moment, so I just stuck in a whole bunch of little Alice pictures, stickers that I had left over. And yeah, so I'm getting some of the art on and having fun, and I'm going to have more fun because I'm going to be able to do more. But I thought this was a cute idea, because most of them are like an A5 size, so when you fold it over, you obviously get this size, which is almost, what is it, personal size, pocket size? Something like that. And anyway, and they fit in there nicely. And yeah, it's just fun to test the paper. And finally, I did make this a while back. It's from a Terry Pratchett almanac that I had, and I'm a massive Terry Pratchett fan. And I made this very chunky cover, and I didn't really have anything in it. And then I got a whole bunch of stickers from Amazon Japan, because in one particular pity party I was feeling very sorry for myself, because just before lockdown, 103 days ago, I did an AliExpress order, and I think it's gone astray. So, and I was running out of stickers because I don't have that many, so I decided to buy, and they had this fantastic deal of 72 sheets of stickers for, I can't honestly remember how much it was. It probably was more expensive than it should be, or I paid more than I should really, but I wanted stickers. So when I got them, I decided to, and you can see I've used some, I decided to put them in to this cover of mine. And sorry, hubby's outside washing his hands and staring at me and making me feel awkward. We celebrated our 19th anniversary yesterday. Oh, I should show you that. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm back. I wanted to show you what he bought me for my anniversary. Now, if you're a particular age, you might recognize one of these. I said to him, oh gosh, sometime back, I was reminiscing about when I was, about 10, 11, and my mother bought me one of these, but not Donkey Kong Jr. She bought me Snoopy Tennis, and I actually wanted Donkey Kong. I remember as a kid wanting Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong was huge back then. It was the, the biggest thing since, I don't know, sliced bread. And but I got Snoopy Tennis, and I played the bejesus out of that game. I mean, they were state of the art at the time. And so he found me one. Not Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong Jr. is just as good, and it's actually quite difficult to play. Particularly when your thumb doesn't work very well. But I'm just over the moon. It is just so cute. So yeah, pop me a comment below if you remember these and got a nostalgic moment seeing one. Apparently they're collectible now. But anyway, so yeah, so these are all the stickers that I have, and I'm so happy to have them. Some of them are seriously cute. I think this is my favorite. That's my favorite. The giraffe. So yeah, so I'm now back into the land of stickers. I'm back into the land of trying to do some art stuff, more faffing around than anything else, but at least I'm back into my Hobonichi again. I think that is what I'm most happy about. So yeah, thanks for listening to my waffle and my sob story and my constant reference to the fact that the hand doesn't do anything. And yeah, I hope to be back on here a bit more. We'll see how it goes, but I wanted to give you an update just to let you know that all is well in South Africa, in the house of Tanya and her family, and I hope everything is well with you too. Please stay safe, please stay home if you know, need to, and let's hope that when we chat again it's happier times. So have a wonderful day. Bye.